Dear someone, I have had to have my friend drive me to the hospital. I thought I was having a heart attack. The pressure in my chest was pounding, and I felt my heart was going to jump out of my body. I couldn't catch my breath. I didn't know what was wrong with me, but I was convinced there was something wrong. The emergency room doctors ran all the scans and drew blood work, but they found nothing. The tears were welling behind my eyes, but if I felt that if I let them come, I would lose control. If I lost control, I wouldn't be able to breathe. If I couldn't breathe, I would die. I didn't want to die, and I couldn't catch my breath. The deeper I would try and breathe, the more restricted I felt. They sent me home with a Xanax and told me to chill out. This was my first experience having a panic attack. I didn't know what it was at the time. I didn't know the anxiety could manifest in such a physical way. I knew I was stressed. Yes, but isn't everyone? I was young, healthy, and happy person. I was thriving in life, had a good community, did well in school and work. I wasn't supposed to be feeling this way, but I guess that's how anxiety works. It rears its head in moments where I least expect and least want it to. I started having undiagnosable stomach issues. I went from one doctor to another, yet no one seems to be able to figure it out. I tried eliminating diets. I ate all the right things, cut all the wrong things out. I scrutinized everything I put in my body, but nothing seemed to help. For a while, I tried these symptoms. The moments I felt like someone was sitting on my chest. I thought I just needed to try harder, get my life together better, plan out the next 5 years, know exactly what I was doing when I was doing it, working out more, sleeping more, just chill out, but nothing really seemed to work. I thought I could overcome this on my own. I thought this was something I had to deal with. I didn't want people to think I was weak. Everyone around me seemed to be fine. This couldn't just be anxiety. After trying all that I could, my last resort was to see a therapist. I was in denial that I need help. In all honesty, I didn't want help. I wanted to fix myself. Reaching out for help meant I couldn't control what I should have been able to control. It felt like I lost the battle, and I didn't like that feeling. Turns out, it was all anxiety, the panic attacks, the stomach pain, the pressure in my chest. I wish I could say it all went away after my first therapy session, but it didn't. It wasn't quick, easy fix. Therapy wasn't a straightforward path to follow. I had to admit that I struggled with anxiety. I couldn't fix it on my own. I wanted to quit at times. It seemed that the deeper I went into facing the symptom of anxiety, the harder it got to face the root cause of my anxiety, which I didn't know where there. Therapy required me to face what I didn't want to. It was a freaking hard. I'm not sure what kept me going at first, but eventually I started to notice I had fewer moments tainted with a tight chest or anxious thoughts and longer stretches of feeling okay. I struggle with anxiety. I don't think I will ever be 100% anxious free, but I haven't had a panic attack in a while, which is a major improvement. There are seasons where I have it under control and seasons where I feel out of control. I think that this is something I might face my entire life. I'm learning I'm not the only one who is struggling with anxiety like this. Therapy has been a helpful resource, and I think it's important to share my story, to tell others that you don't have to struggle alone. It's okay to ask for help. Sincerely, someone, will you be my voice? Yeah, this is good.
What are your thoughts or feelings that you're processing right now?
That this is probably how a lot of people feel, including myself, of just asking for help. I would say personally for me, I recently made that decision to go to therapy. And I think for a while I was like, oh, like I figured out myself, right? And continue going to church. And not saying church is not helpful, but this is a voice of a lot of people, I say, including myself. So that someone can be someone like me. That was my first initial thoughts.
How has therapy been for you lately?
I actually haven't started. I have gone before, but I haven't. I stopped. This was like years ago when I was younger. Um, but I made like the first initial step of just reaching out and asking for help instead of trying to figure it out by myself. So, yeah.
If this person was here in front of you, what would you like to tell him or her?
That I'm proud of them for asking for help. Um, that's a big deal of just taking that first step of just saying, hey, I need help. And yeah, so I'm very proud of them.
How do you think you could be this person's voice?
Letting more people know that, just in general, as I'm talking to people, that it's okay to ask for help. And yeah, like being that for people. And not giving that space where people could feel that they could just be okay. Like it's safe, like being that safe space for someone. Yeah. That they're not alone. Like whoever that someone is, like it's not, you're not going through that by yourself, and it's not something that is unique to you. That like there's more people around you than you think that's facing that same thing, and they just don't know how to speak. So, and that people care. So, yeah. Hi, my name is Manushka, and I will be your voice. Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
This is good. This is really, really good. Thanks for letting me do this.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time.
I feel like you're like reading me. This feels a little bit personal. Yeah. All right.
That was predestined, my friend.
Yeah.
Because you were not supposed to be here, right?
No. This is what happens when you trust a friend, right?
Yeah.
God